Good morning and welcome to Monday morning, July 9th, live episode of Instant Replay. As you can tell, I am not Dave Garner, and I will be back next week as well filling in for Dave. He is on his way to Miami, Florida, as we speak, for a little mini vacation honeymoon with his new wife. Dave, we hope you have fun. We hope you had a good 4th of July, and we look forward to seeing you back here in a couple weeks. Hopefully next Monday we might be able to get you to call in and interrupt, about 15 minutes of that wonderful vacation. As I said, we are live on FYN TV today, as we are every Monday at 10 a.m. And the show airs on FYNTV.com on demand Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if you can't watch the entire show today, or you can't make it on Monday, please feel free to log on and watch that. Once again, it's FYNTV.com. Hope everyone had a safe and happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everyone. Late, but happy Independence Day to you just the same. Hope you had lots of fireworks, food, and fun, of course, with family as well. If you want to reach out to us, we'd love to hear from you. Our studio number is 706-889-9700. You can call in, be a part of the show. If you've got an athlete, which is your son, grandson, brother, sister, or even if it's you, and you'd like to have us highlight you on today's show, please feel free to give us a call. Once again, that number is 706-889-9700. You can also email us at teamfynsports@fetchyournews.com. And we'd be more than glad to read through those. And, of course, on a future show, be able to highlight your athlete and through that as well. Amanda, how was your 4th of July? A lot of nothing. So you enjoyed your day off, I'm sure. Good deal. Did you have fun with the fireworks? Did you go see them or anything? Okay, good deal. Well, I'll tell you, I live in Jasper, and there's 2 gentlemen that live in our subdivision that do a block party every year. He actually does 4 block parties a year for 4th of July, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, and, of course, New Year's Eve. And these 2 gentlemen go all out. There was approximately 100 pounds of ribs they grilled. We had burgers, hot dogs, all the fixings with it. It was just really amazing. And then they do a fireworks show that is unbelievable for an individual. Lasts about 45 minutes. And it's just the guys getting together on the street corner and, clearing everybody out, making sure everything is safe, and they put on a show. So we really had fun with that. And, and as I said earlier, I hope everyone else had a safe and happy one as well. I am Luther Kinsey. Like I said, I am filling in for Dave Garner for this week, and I'll be back next week as he enjoys his Miami vacation and honeymoon. Some of us just can't be so lucky. Would you like to be in Miami with him, Amanda? It is. I'll tell you, it's, of course, on last week's show, we had Coach Chad Cheatham of Fannin County call in, and he was actually in Miami on vacation last week. And, Coach, if you're watching, or anyone that knows Coach Cheatham is watching, please tell him Instant Replay, myself, Luther Kinsey, and Dave Garner both thank him so much for taking, 10, 15 minutes out of his vacation to give us a call. I believe we set a record on the furthest distance of someone calling in on the show, and we are early in our onset of the show. So hopefully we can have someone from a little bit further away from Miami on vacation or something give us a call. I'd like to keep track of that for the future because it's pretty amazing. Of course, being live on FYNTV.com, you can watch this show anywhere in the world. Recently, during our live stream of the 12U Dizzy Dean Baseball, we had viewers from all over the United States. And last year, during the Gilmer basketball playoffs and final end-of-season tournament, we had a parent come up to us and say that she had family in Japan watching, which was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to know. So we are all over the world, on the World Wide Web, as everyone likes to say, at FYNTV.com. We'd love to have you come in, leave a comment, like us, follow us. Also on our Team FYN Sports Facebook page. FetchYourNews.com. During our high school sports season, it comes up. We'll be putting stories on from our counties that are listed: Murray, Pickens, Gilmer, Fannin, Union, White, Lumpkin, Dawson. Just check us out, follow us, like us, and we'd love to have you be a part with your comments. If we miss something, as I said, email us, teamfynsports@FetchYourNews.com. We'd love to bring it to a future show for you. Segment 1, we're going to start off something just a little out of our normal time sequence, I guess. Dave normally does our next segment, our next coverage area, the next level segment, in the second or third segment. Today, I'm going to bring it to you in the first segment. And, we recognize student athletes who have taken the step and made the commitment to carry their education and their athletic careers further into the next level. Not just into college, but those college athletes that are moving on as well. We try to cover those and follow them through the college and keep everyone updated on how they're doing at that collegiate level. Today, we're going to start off with Chandler Smith, Pickens County High School. He's the youngest driver in ARCA racing history. He continues to push the limits. In the 2018 season, he has 1 win, 4 top 5 finishes, and he's been on the pole 4 out of 5 races, which is pretty amazing for a 16-year-old young man. It's pretty awesome. As I said, he's the youngest. He's completed 948 laps. He's been in front and led 367 of those laps, which is pretty awesome. He's currently ranked 18th in the ARCA standings, and this past weekend, he almost had another win. And he was edged out late in the race. And just congratulations, Chandler. Keep up the good work and just keep fighting hard. And we'll see you on the NASCAR circuit soon, I hope. Of course, I believe you got to be a certain age to do that. But we'd love to see you and watch you on Sunday. Staying in the next level segment, even though instant replay was basically just a dream back in March, we didn't have really the whole format laid out ready to go. We were still putting things in line and all that. There were a couple signings, collegiate signings, out of Towns County. And being that we weren't on air then, I want to bring those to you now, because here at FYNTV.com, Instant Replay, and Team FYN Sports, we do our very best to highlight and promote student athletes in a positive manner. And I do not want to leave these 2 gentlemen out. First up, like I said, out of Towns County, Towns County wrestler Harold Cox signed to wrestle for Coach Jonathan Jackson and the Truett McConnell Bears. Of course, Coach Jackson's fairly new to the coaching realms there at Truett McConnell. He's getting an excellent athlete, a strong young man, finished 5th in 2018 state. He's the real deal, and I look forward to seeing great things. Mr. Cox at Truett McConnell, we'll do our best to follow you there. Next up, and lastly from Towns County, Andy Chambers, football player, signed to play for Mount St. Joseph University in Cincinnati, Ohio. He also signed in March. This young man's a linebacker and a defensive back. Slender cut young man, looks to be fast. And from what I've been told, he is very, very focused on getting to the ball rapidly and making some great, outstanding defensive plays. Of course, there, Mr. Chambers, we also look forward to keeping up with you the best we can. If anyone knows Andy Chambers or Harold Cox, in the future as they start their college careers here just shortly as they graduated this past May, feel free to email us or call us at those numbers, and I'll call the number out and email out again a little bit later in the show. But let us know, update us on how those guys are doing. Congratulations, both these young men. We wish you the best of luck as you further your athletics and, of course, your academic careers as well. Next up, we're going to kind of stay in I won't call it the next level, but we do a segment also called Changing of the Guard. And that's where we have a coaching change, park and rec director change, some type of position where the person in charge is no longer at that school or at that rec department or something of that nature. And we like to highlight those and bring those to you so you can kind of be abreast of what's going on in your local community. This week's changing of the guard comes out of White County. White County boys basketball has a new coach, Wade, and I'll butcher this last name and I apologize, but I believe it's Wade Maldessley. It's Mawdesley. Amanda, do you think I got that right? No, I've got to have to wake her up here in just a minute. He comes from Liberty Christian Academy in Lynchburg, Virginia. He's approved by the White County Board of Education the last week of June of this year, of course. Maldessley coached at Truett McConnell University for 2009 to 2014. So he's kind of coming back home, so to speak. He's familiar with the area. He's familiar with White County High School. Looking forward to a good season in his first year, and hopefully he can build a program, which is already good. I mean, White County basketball is not bad by, in no shape, form, or fashion, and he's just going to bring something different to him, and I look forward to seeing him as well. He was with Liberty Christian Academy, as I mentioned, from 2014 until March of 2018, when he put in his letter of resignation to research and look at other coaching opportunities. He had a 49-42 overall record at Liberty, and that was through their rebuilding years. So, I mean, he really brought. He's above 500. He really brought the program up, and I know they hated to see him go, but White County looks forward to him coming in. And congratulations, Coach Maldessley, on the new job, and go Warriors. One last thing in segment one before we have to go to a break. White County Park and Rec Director Joe Gailey is doing a little recruiting. Now, I know it sounds funny that a Park and Rec Director would be recruiting. Of course, mentioning recruiting anything below, high school ball, high school juniors or seniors, basically, for NCAA Division I. Sounds kind of crazy, but this is not exactly what it may sound like. And these two being spoken in the same sentence is very unusual. But he's recruiting for officials. As I've mentioned before on the show, there is an extreme shortage of officials as caused by multiple things, but mainly by the parents and the way the officials are treated, not only in baseball, softball, but basketball, football, and other sports as well. But this particular one, Joe Gailey is recruiting for baseball and softball umpires. And it at stake may be the future of youth sports, not just in White County, but other counties as well across Georgia and the United States. He's reaching out for those that want to take the field as an umpire and do these ball games from baseball, softball. If you're interested in umpiring these youth games and making a little money, I don't want to say, kind of, let things fall on deaf ear, but at the same time, sometimes you have to. You have to be strong. As I've umpired for 20 years myself, it can get aggravating at times, but you have to remember you're there for the kids, the youth. You're not there for the parents. You're not there for the coaches or anyone else. You're there for that youth. So if you're interested in doing that, the youth of sports today needs you. Contact Joe Gailey at 706-865-5275. And, of course, in other counties, you can contact your local Park and Rec. Some Park and Rec use outside associations. They can get you in contact with those associations to find out more information. Well, that's going to take us about to our first break. Just a little teaser. We've got some youth camp and youth football news coming up in the second one. We've got some volleyball, camp information coming up. Registration for some travel ball out of Dawson County, as well as youth football in Dawson County. And, of course, we'll have later on in possibly segment 3, my Football 101 segment, where I discuss a few rules to help the fans who may not know what the specific rule is or what the official signal is when a penalty is called. just help them along, familiarize them with that a little bit more than just being able to watch the game. Because I know as a referee for 18 years, I've had parents ask me, well, what was that call in the first quarter, at 10 minutes to go against the offensive team or whatever. So this is something that Instant Replay and myself want to do for you to familiarize you and let you understand what the official side of the game is more than just what the football players are doing on the field. Like I said, that'll take us to our first break. We'll be back shortly after these messages, and we've got plenty more to come.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's T-E-A-S. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead. Yellow pollen means green cash at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. The spring savings event is on at Days, and the discounts are deep. Now save up to $11,000 off select new 2018 Chevy Silverados, or up to $6,000 off select new 2018 Equinox. Pick any Chevy you want and save a bunch during the spring savings event going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN 10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Welcome back to Instant Replay. I'm Luther Kinsey, sitting in for Dave Garner. As I said the first show, he is in Miami, or on his way to Miami as we speak, for a little family vacation and kind of a honeymoon with his new wife. And Dave, we miss you. Can't wait to get you back. Segment 2. We're going to start out our segment 2 with youth camps and youth football news. We're going to start out in Pickens County. Fires up tonight. They start a little, I guess, mini youth camp starting tonight at from 6 to 8. It will run through tonight, tomorrow, and then Thursday. Of course, Coach Parker has encouraged a lot of his athletes to come out from his football, the high school football team, to assist with this. And really help build up and teach these young athletes the system of plays and offense and defense and things of that nature that the high school runs. Because more and more today, the youth camps and the youth leagues from each high school, as in Pickens Youth Football, is a feeder program for Pickens High School, same as in Gilmer, Towns and Fannin and all these others. They use their youth programs, and the high school coaches are very involved in those through these camps to help just, number one, it helps teach the young athletes and hone their skills, but also it allows the high school to prepare these young men as they grow up and move into the high school program, and it's just they're familiar with what's going on. It's really great. It didn't used to be that way. When I played football, we ran the basic plays in youth, and when we got to high school ball, it was something totally different, and we were lost, and it took an extra 3 weeks of practice for us to learn the new system. But as I said, tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night is this camp. Today is the final day to pay, and complete any registration form you've got. So if you haven't done that, contact Chris Parker at the high school and get signed up for that. If you've registered, this camp is free. If you've registered to play youth football, Of course, I said it's ran by the high school staff and the high school athletes. And a few other notes as far as the youth football season for Pickens Dragons. Excuse me. July 16th will be the first day of real practice. Of course, I've uploaded on Team FYN Sports a list of important dates for this. So Team FYN Sports Facebook page, go on there, find the post about Pickens youth football, and you can see all the dates coming up as far as first practice, first game, things of that nature, picture day and all that. So that's very good information there on that. Like I said, Team FYN Sports Facebook, go and check out Pickens youth football. Moving on and staying with football camps, excuse me, going to Lumpkin County now. They start their workouts tonight, beginning at 5:30, and those will end at 8:30. Monday through Thursday are the days this is happening, and it's located at the Lumpkin County High School Stadium. If you're unfamiliar with that, if you've just moved to Lumpkin County or area and you're new to Lumpkin County youth football, just when you pull into the school, you can't miss the stadium. It's on the left-hand side of the road, and you have to drive on past them, go around, and then walk back down the sidewalk to the stadium. But look forward to a great year from all these youth football programs, and we'll be covering more in future shows. Next, we're going to stay in Lumpkin County, but we're going to move to volleyball. Lumpkin County Indians volleyball team is holding a camp as we speak right now for rising 1st through 8th graders. It started at 9 a.m. this morning, and just really wanting to get some instruction and skill in these young ladies, and look forward to seeing them as they grow and moving on up in their careers as volleyball players, and hopefully be able to cover them in high school somewhere down the road as well. The camp will also be instructed by coaches and players of Lumpkin County High School. Moving to Dawson and travel ball teams. Registration started July 1st. It'll run through July 15th. The term for the travel team runs from August 1st to July 31st, and it doesn't matter when the team registered. That is the time frame for the season and what you're paying for when you initiate the paperwork for that travel team. Practice only season has a fee of $350, and a practice and game season has a fee of $800. Of course, if you're not a resident of Dawson County, a $20 non-resident fee will be added, and just some travel involved in that, as in the word travel team. You will travel around to different locations, different counties, and play other teams as well. It's ran by the individual coaches and individual teams that rent the facilities from Dawson. So it's not ran through Dawson Park and Rec, but it's an excellent experience. So if you've got a young athlete that's looking to play ball, give Dawson County Park and Rec a call, and I'll give you that number in just a moment. Staying in Dawson, another youth football. Deadline for required documents for football and cheer is July 13th, so it's quickly approaching. If you haven't registered yet and you want to get everything in, make sure you contact them this week. Like I said, deadline is July 13th, and we don't want you to miss out. Football conditioning will begin on the 16th of this month at Veterans Park. July 23rd, we'll start helmet-only practices, and July 28th will be in full pads. And that's when practice starts for that. And the cheer camp will be held July 16th through the 18th. So get those young cheerleaders out there and let them learn some more cheers and proper techniques and all that, and cheer on the crowd throughout the season. And young ladies, thank y'all for being there. Most of the time, the football players get most of the accolades and the thank yous and the good jobs and all that. But cheerleaders are important, not only to their parents who are watching them, but to the fans as well, because sometimes we just need somebody to hype us up and get us going, and we thank you for doing that. For more information on the travel ball or youth football, contact Dawson Park and Rec at 706-344-3646 or 706-344-3646. 3648. Like I said, and just there's so many other counties that have their park and rec youth football starting up. We'll be covering more of those next week, from Fannin to Towns to Union to Gilmer. It's going to be a great season in the Mountain Football League. And as it is always, of course, at the end of the year, they do playoffs and a Super Bowl for these young men. It's really exciting and some great action. So if you don't have an athlete that's playing, go to mountainfootballleague.com. Schedules are not on there as of yet, but they will be soon. Go on to mountainleaguefootball.com, check out their schedules, and go catch a game. Watch these young men, just hustle up and down the field and hit hard. And then, of course, thank the cheerleaders and really show them appreciation for being on the sidelines out there in the hot weather, screaming and yelling for us to get going. All right. Well, it was a short segment, but we're almost ready for break number 2. Like I said, coming up in the third segment, we're going to have some Football 101 news, cover a couple rules from high school ball. We'll even cover a NFL rule change this year that will kind of be a little question for us fans who enjoy, NFL. Now that NFL's decided to fine the teams and the players who take a knee during the national anthem. But we won't get into that. We'll save that for BKP's morning show and political news, which airs Monday through Friday right here on FYN TV from 8 to 10, right before our show. So check that out for the political side of that. But if you still watch NFL, new rule change involving helmet contact, we'll bring that to you with some local, some high school rules as well, and a couple signals. And then, of course, segment 4, being that we'll probably have some national news in there we'll get to. Braves, Hawks, Atlanta United. Of course, this past week was the GHSA, which is Georgia High School Association's dead week. So there was no high school practices, workouts, competitions, any type of participation at all. It's mandated by Georgia High School to give the kids a break. And give these athletes a little time off with their families for the holidays, not be pressured to work. And, of course, GHSA officials, they closed their office and they took a break as well. But we'll cover all this up in the third and fourth segment. And thank you again for being with us, where we're always doing what we can to highlight. And I lost my paper. Where did I go? I went blank for a second. I'm sorry. Highlighting and promoting student athletes in a positive manner. We'll be back after these breaks.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
Yellow pollen means green cash at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. The spring savings event is on at Days, and the discounts are deep. Now save up to $11,000 off select new 2018 Chevy Silverados, or up to $6,000 off select new 2018 Equinox. Pick any Chevy you want and save a bunch during the spring savings event going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN 10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Welcome back for segment 3 of Instant Replay, North Georgia's only live online sports show, airing right here on FYNTV.com at 10 o'clock live on Monday and replayed Tuesday through Friday right after BKP's Good Morning from the Office, which runs from 8 to 10. You can see right here beside me I have a football helmet, which means it's time for Football 101. Football 101, as I mentioned earlier, is a segment that we've started here at Instant Replay to kind of allow the fans to know and understand a little bit more what the officials are doing out there when they call a penalty. If once you see the signal and you know what the infraction is, hopefully in this segment we can be able to help you to understand what that player did. And of course, Georgia High School does not, call out the number of the person who did the infraction as they do in college or as in pros and things of that nature, which is good because they're like us. They don't want to bring any negativity to that player. The player knows he did it, his teammates knows he did it, and the coaches know he did it. But who's to say that the official says number 62, illegal helmet contact, 15-yard penalty, and that 15-yard penalty allowed the other team to get the first down, and now all his, people who from his school and all that's going to come down and they're going to bully him and harass him over it, and that's just something Georgia High School don't want to happen, and the officials don't want to happen, so they don't do that. And that, you may see more this year than in the past. The officials are mic'd up, so they will tell you exactly what that penalty is on the mic, and whether it's on the offense or defense, the number of yards, and what down it's going to be, first or fourth. We're going to start off with this segment, more of a national rule out of the NFL. This is the short version of the rule, but National Football League Rules Committee has initiated a new helmet rule. And like I said, this is the short version. And it reads, a player may be penalized for unnecessary roughness when their helmet or face mask butts, spears, or rams an opponent. Now that's kind of vague because 99% of your tackles involves face mask or helmet. That's just part of normal football at any level. It's a change from the old rule that said it had to be unnecessary or violent contact. Was the previous rule. And of course, the penalty is enforced, and 90% of the time or higher, 100% of the time, NFL offices will look at the video of that hit, and then they will determine whether a fine needs to be placed on that player or not. But it's still very vague how the NFL officials will call this. It's very much a judgment call of whether it's intentional or not intentional. Because as I said, almost always during a tackle, the helmet is involved in that tackle. But what they're saying basically is, if any part of the helmet or the face mask, right here, hits that player, hits that defender, or is hit by the defender, it's a foul, and it's considered unnecessary. And it's, as with all levels, they're trying to make things safe. And that leads me to my high school rule today, which I will cover, staying on the helmet rule, is going to be actually 2 rules I'm covering. This is the first one. It's called illegal helmet contact or spearing. 99% of the time it's called on the person making the tackle or another player that is participating after the player has hit the ground. And the Georgia High School rule states that if you lead with a helmet or the crown of the helmet, which is this area right here, this is considered the crown. If you lead with that, it is a penalty. Not only for the safety of the person getting hit, but also for the person that is doing the hitting, that is initiating the contact. You can imagine the force, number one, of a defender running full speed and making a tackle. It's pretty good force. And at that point, once he hits here and hits with the top of that helmet there, not only can it cause injury to the person he's hitting, but it can also drive the spine, which is the cervical spine, which I'm going to represent as my forearm here. You can watch my arm. When I push down on it, it gives. And at that point, you don't want a cervical injury or neck injury, pinched nerve, fractured vertebrae, ruptured disc. Anything can happen with that. So Georgia High School wants you not to hit with the crown of the helmet, but they want you to hit. Keep your head up where you can see what you're hitting, and if you have to be, a helmet is going to be involved, you hit with this part here. That is a personal foul, 15-yard penalty, and the signal you will get for illegal helmet contact when the official steps out, if he's not mic'd up with a wireless mic, as a lot of them are going to now at schools, you will see him give a signal where he takes a clenched fist and he places it on the side of his head like this. Once he does that, he will point to the proper team that committed the violation, either the offense or the defense. And that is a 15-yard penalty. Most of the time, that's going to be added to the end of the run or end of the pass for the offense. If an offensive player commits that foul, there's thing called all but one principle that officials use, and it's not really difficult, but it's not easy at the same time. Basically, if it happens at a point behind the play, you take it from that spot with basically whatever is going to hurt the offense the worst is basically what it is. So if you've got to run to the 20-yard line and that penalty happens and they're going in toward the end zone, and it happens on the offense, say at the 30-yard line, when the ball was snapped, they're going to go back to the previous spot and mark that off, or the spot of the foul. Whichever hurts that offense, penalizes them the most, basically. But basically, like I said, it's just a safety issue. If you know a football player at any level, from youth through high school into college, let them know. Of course, I'm sure they do, but especially at the youth athletes, let them know that this is for their protection, not a weapon, and try not to use it, for that. Try to keep your head up where you can see what you're hitting, and try to keep your helmet out of the tackle as much as possible for their safety and the safety of the player they're hitting. The next rule that I want to basically go into and cover, it's kind of simple. If you're watching the game, it's kind of hard to understand and recognize. It's illegal formation. Now, it carries the same signal as a false start or an offensive player moving before the ball is snapped. And I'll give that signal and demonstrate it here shortly. But offense is required to having 7 men on the line of scrimmage at all times, or at the snap. That basically consists of a center who is hiking the ball in the middle. You have generally a guard on either side of them, a tackle on either side of them, which gives you 5. Most offensives generally have a tight end and a wide receiver out to the other side or on the same side. And sometimes they'll forego the tight end and put the two wide receivers, sometimes on the same side, sometimes on the opposite side. But they have to have 7 on the line at the snap of the ball. This foul generally occurs in one of 2 ways. One, the wide receiver who is supposed to be on the line is not. He doesn't make it all the way up there. Number 2 is when a lineman has backed up a little bit, early, so to speak, to try to, give him an extra second to defend that defender that's coming in, and block him to keep him out of the backfield. That one's rare, but most of the time it is the wide receiver that is not up there. Now, as bad as most people think officials are and how they think they cheat sometimes and don't know what they're doing or show home cooking, as I've heard in my many years of officiating high school football and youth football, the officials have it's taught to officials to assist those wide receivers. Now, I'm not going to stand up and do this particular one, but when the receiver comes up, the coaches should be teaching, especially at the youth level. High school players do it. But at the youth level, coaches should be teaching those receivers up there to, when they come up to the line of scrimmage, let that official know on their side, I'm on the line, or I'm off the line, I'm off the line. And that official will assist you in getting to where you need to be. He will tap his leg with his palm of his hand and say, this is the line of scrimmage, this is the line of scrimmage, to assist that player knowing, hey, this is the line of scrimmage. This is where you need to be if you're on the line. So they will assist and they will help out as much as possible. But like I said, illegal formation has the same signal as false start when an offensive player moves early. And the official will come out and he generally will signal with his hands going in a circular motion like this. It is a 5-yard penalty, live ball foul, and you replay the down. So if it's 2nd down and 10, you have an illegal formation, it will be 2nd and 15. And they'll just replay 2nd down, as I said. So that's basically the 2 rules for today. And also, while I'm on the subject of signals, if you'll go to Team FYN Sports Facebook, as I talked about and promised last week on last week's show, there is a post on there that has 2 images of the officials' signals that are used during a ball game. Feel free to go in, download those, print those out, carry them to the game with you, and familiarize yourself with them. That way you'll know. It's just a little more insight into the game from the official standpoint as what they're calling. A lot of times, like as I said earlier, what was that called in the 2nd quarter with 10 minutes to go, for instance. Now you'll have it, you'll know, and it'll help you. Most of the signals above the high school level into college are the same. You get into pro, they have some different ones every now and then, but basically they're the same, and that'll give you an advantage on your insight there. Of course, like I said, we've covered all that and there. And all right. Well, that's going to do it for segment 3. We're about 10:50, so we'll get just a little bit of national coverage when we come back and touch base on Atlanta United, a little bit about the Braves and the All-Star game, which is coming up July 17th, and a note on the top 5 or the number 5 overall pick out of the NBA draft chosen by the Hawks. And we look forward to having you stick around with us, and we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Welcome back to Instant Replay, North Georgia's only online live sports show. On Mondays at 10 a.m. right here on FYNTV.com. You can call us at 706-889-9700, which is our studio line, or you can email us at teamfynsports@fetchernews.com. We'd love to hear from you, get your questions, your comments, highlight your athlete. We'd love to get it on the show. I know we don't get everything and everyone every week, but if there's something you would like for us to know and you want to brag on your athletes, your son, your grandson, your brother, your sister, your best friend, or even yourself, please feel free to contact us at either one of those, and we'd love to get you on a future show. Real quick, as we enter segment 4, before I touch base on just some quick highlights on some national stuff, I want to bring in that I just went blank. Can you believe that? I can't believe I did that. Oh, well, we're going to jump on into it. We're going to jump on international news. I was going to touch base on something, and of course, you know, when you turn 50, the mind's the first thing to go. They say it's the eyes, which those have already went, as you can tell with my glasses on. But let's start off with some Braves news real quick. The Braves have 4 of their players voted in to the All-Star game, which will be July 17th. It's the first time since 2012 the Braves have had 3 position players voted. Freddie Freeman, I believe it's his third nomination to the game. Of course, one year he was hurt and could not go. Nick Markakis, both of those will be starting. Freddie Freeman at first base, Nick Markakis in right field. And the reserves for the Braves are second baseman Ozzie Albies, who is having an outstanding year, was up at the top of the batting average, stats there for a very long time, and Mike Fultonavich. Don't ask me to spell that, but pitcher Mike Fultonavich has been elected to his first All-Star game as well. Look forward to seeing the Braves represented there. And of course, a few years back, the All-Star game went to meaning something instead of just a kind of an exhibition game where if the National League wins, they are basically the host team for the World Series. If the American League teams win, so they would be, and that's the first 2 games in the National League Park. The next 3 would be in the American League Park, and the last 2, if needed, would be in the National League Park if the National League wins the All-Star game. But congratulations to all these guys. Look forward to seeing you play, and thank you for a great year. Keep up the good work, and we're still in first place, by the way. Got a big homestand coming up. Of course, real quick, number 5 pick overall for the Hawks, Trey Young, played just 9 minutes in Sunday's game of the Las Vegas Summer League versus Portland. Of course, the Hawks lost 85-68. They've lost 5 consecutive in that Summer League. But the concern was that Young went down. Like I said, he played 9 minutes. Suffered an injury. He has a left quad contusion, which is a bruise of the left upper leg. Management doesn't think it's going to be serious, thinks he's going to be okay. So that's good news for the Hawks. Atlanta United, real quick. I know we're basically almost out of time. I've got to get some Atlanta United in there. Dave, this is for you. You love United, and you bring it every week, so this one's for you. Defeated the Philadelphia Union 2-0 on Saturday, and some really interesting stuff to watch as the Atlanta United season keeps going. Joseph Martinez is on pace to shatter the Major League Soccer single-season scoring record. He has 18 goals in 20 games, and that puts him on his pace for 30 goals in 34 games. Now, that's awesome. That really is, considering if he scores 30 goals, he demolishes the record, which is 27 in 32 games, done by two people. Chris Wondolowski of San Jose did it in 2012, and Bradley Wright Phillips tied the record in 2014 for the New York Red Bulls. It's just, Mr. Martinez, we look forward to you setting that record and bringing that scoring record back to Atlanta. As a team, the United's atop the standings with 40 points, has more goals than any MLS team overall. And one quick note on Martinez, he has scored more goals than the entire Seattle franchise has this year. He has 18, they have 15. So, and they just happen to be facing Seattle coming up July 15th at 2 p.m. in Seattle. So good luck, United. Joseph Martinez, keep scoring those goals, and we can't wait to see that. Well, that's going to wrap us up. Looks like the clock on the wall says 11:01. Actually, just turned 11:02, so we ran just a few minutes over. Once again, thank you for watching Instant Replay on FYNTV.com. If you missed anything today or want to watch the show again in its entirety, Tuesday through Friday, it is aired again. And we'd love to have you watch it. Leave comments, likes, comment on our Facebook page at Team FYN Sports, and let us know what you think about the show. Let us know if there's anything you think we need to do. We're open to suggestions on that because we're doing this for you, the fans and the viewers. Once again, Dave Garner will be back in 2 weeks. I'll be back in the hot seat next week with you and look forward to bringing you a good show. And that's going to do it. Thank you for watching.